So, what's up, guys? Peter here, just kind of in a different location, trying out this computer's webcam. I need to be looking directly into the camera, I'm sorry. But for my vlog tonight, I'm just going to do a take on the Crazies. I went to see the Crazies last night, and that was a bad choice. It was a waste of $9 and 2.5 hours that I'm never going to get back. Isn't that great? So, yeah, I went to see the Crazies. I saw the preview. It looked pretty good. And it was just like one of those movies where, you expect like, oh, hey, well, it's going to talk about, these people that go insane from drinking the water, and they're going to start like killing people in the town, and the military gets involved, and you get the main heroine and hero, and then the heroine's like sidekick, even though it wasn't really a superhero thing. The thing is, my friend mentioned that they were gonna go see it, and they're like, is it scary? And I'm like, I wanted to see that. And I just went and saw Alice in Wonderland, I know that, but it was just like, I really wanted to see the Crazies. It seemed like it'd be a good movie. I was very much mistaken. Basically, like, I don't know, I went to see it, I paid for my tickets, rated R, so they're all, can I see some ID? And I went to see it late at night, like 9:20, last showing. Don't ever go to a horror movie for the last showing. You know why? You're gonna be surrounded by a bunch of people who like to comment on the movie where you can't watch it. They're like all ooh girl, don't you go in that room. Don't you open the door, don't you stand up, you dumbass. You dumbass? What you doing, girl? Yeah. That's basically how they talk. I'm not saying what color their skin was. Black! I'm not racist, I swear. Like, I love black people. They're so funny. And they actually made the video worthwhile. I mean, I don't feel like it's as much of a waste because I was surrounded by people who were commenting on the film, and they were funny about it, Oh, shit! That was the main one. And it made me laugh so hard. I love black people. Black people equals love, right? I was never a part of the KKK. Or the Nazis. Even though I am German. Swastika. Yeah, I can't do it. So I just thought I should show you guys kind of what this cam is capable of. And talk about the Crazies. I know you guys have always wanted to see me make out with myself. So, There you go. There you go. Oh yeah. Hot. Sex. Action. Yeah. Little tongue in there. Yeah, so anyway, it was like they were like zombies at the very end, like all the blood like drains from their face, and you see all the veins, and they're like blood's coming out of every orifice of their face, their ears, their nose, their mouth, it's kind of gross. But yeah, so the whole town starts going crazy because they're drinking in their drinking water, and apparently the military was trying to like wipe out a whole population. He's like, oh, it's the wrong town. What a dumbass. It's like, how does that work? How do you make a mistake that big to destroy an entire population? This epidemic was going to take place in over 2 days, 48 hours, you were going to die. And I mean, the movie was okay, it had action, but it had way too much blood for that movie. Like, don't get me wrong, I watched Sweeney Todd like 5 times in a row. I love blood, slitting the throat, yeah, that's great. But the fact that there was so much blood, like there was this one scene where basically he was like on the floor in his like soon-to-be nursery, soon-to-be daughter's nursery, and one of the Crazies had this thing around his neck, and he was choking him, and he's all like, can't breathe, And the gun is like over here, like on the floor. He's all, oh my god, I can't breathe, but I gotta get my gun, I gotta get my gun. So he's like reaching for his gun with his hand. And he's all like, oh my god, gun, yay, I almost got it. And he's like 2 inches from the gun. And then all of a sudden this knife just, shank, just comes down. Just, and it just goes through like right here in his hand. Like right there. Like perfect spot, right? And he's like, it hurts, oh my god. Yeah, and the guy's still choking him, like, eh. And the guy's like, shoot me! I killed your husband! And the lady's all, what? And he like pulls the knife out of the hardwood floor, bops the guy choking him with it, and he comes up to the lady and he's all, ugh! And the knife goes from his hand into her throat, and he's all like, ugh, yeah! And he like squeezes and like, and then blood's like, and you're just like, ew. And then he's all like, knife, we gotta pull the knife out. And it's like, whoa! There's a scene where all the sick people are quarantined in this room on these stretchers, and they're all stapled in. And you know, this guy comes in with a pitchfork. And this is the part you see in the preview. He's like dragging this pitchfork, and it's just like scraping across the floor. And there's this guy in there, and he's laughing the whole time. And he's like bolted down, and he's all he's happy about it. The guy comes up to him and goes and keeps stabbing him, and his pitchfork's like going all the way through the stretcher, and the guy's like and I would have laughed so hard if they had at the very end, after he finished stabbing him, if the guy's like and like dies and like twitches, you know, like epilepsy seizure, you know. And then he goes to stab the other girl, or another girl that's like shaking, she's like scared for her life, and then the main heroine is all like, no! And he's all like, I'm gonna stab you now. So he goes over to stab her, and the other girl's all like, please, no, don't stab her, please. And I'm like, dude, the girl screamed for you. Why don't you scream back so you can have them all confused, like, who do I stab? Who do I stab? Myself! Yeah, no, it didn't happen that way. It was just like all, oh, please, don't stab her. And I'm like, dude, are you retarded? Scream for her. Scream for her, baby. Scream for her. But yeah, so that was my take on the Crazies. I know it's a short take, but it was a short movie, and basically, the best way to go see it is at 9:20 at night with a whole bunch of black people screaming about them not going in the room. Yeah, and the funny thing is I don't think there was a single black person in the movie, like in the actual film. And this one girl sitting next to me was all like, that is a typical white boy. Just cruising on up in there and trying to, like, kill somebody when you know you got a little crazy going up on you. That guy's crazy. And I mean literally. I was just like, wow, wow. I laughed more there than I laughed at, like, an actual, like, comedy. It's kind of sad that horror movies are becoming the new comedy. Which makes comedy the new horror? I'm confused. Anyway, leave your comments at the bottom talking about, you know, what did you think of the Crazies? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Did you feel like it was wasting your time? Did you feel like, hey, it's just another movie, it's just another horror movie, blood, guts, storyline, explosions? I was satisfied. What'd you think? All my stuff is in the sidebar. If you want to see a trailer for the Crazies, go to the link in the sidebar and click it, and then just tell me what you thought about the Crazies. I want to know. What's your opinion on it? I'll catch you guys later. This is March 7th, Sunday. I'm so glad I have it, like, this is my computer, so I can, like, check the date and be all like, oh, I'm not stupid, it's March 7th, I knew that. Yeah, so I'll catch you guys later.